Not even going to have an intro in this one. Just talking about Circulate Money, how the giant rug happened. This guy really played a lot of people, and specifically some YouTubers. He really played them hard. And honestly, I just wanted to give some suggestions to those guys. You know, specifically, we're talking, Jonathan Sellers over at Food Farm and Murdoch. They got played hard, and it can happen. That guy was so convincing. I chatted with him quite a while in the group while this thing was going on. I even threw a little bit of money into this thing, but I still wasn't going to make a video on it. Somebody asked me to, and I said I'm going to wait until this thing is audited and it has an audit, because he said they're going to audit the trade bots too. So I'm like, okay, well, I will wait to do a video when that actually happens. And that's what I told people. People that messaged me directly, I just said I'm not doing a video until it's audited and has something behind it. Some things to watch out for, guys. Actually, before we get into that, I get what Jonathan, over at the Fud Farm is doing. Emphasizing risk is really good, and really telling people, hey, this is a gamble play. We hear it, it's a gamble play. It's like a casino. Don't lose, don't invest more than you're willing to lose, all that stuff. But here's the problem that I have with YouTubers right now is they're saying all these things while doing the opposite. And there's a lot of truth in your actions speak louder than words. So when you're sitting there telling people, hey, this is a horrible, risky play, while you're putting in, $2,000 or $3,000 into a super risky play, people are watching what you're doing and listening in the background. So maybe just talk about the features and the risks, and don't show people, aping into all this stuff, live. People know how to get into these things. They don't need to see you doing it. I think that just basically makes it sound like you're saying, hey, I don't endorse this, but watch me put money into it, which is almost kind of like an endorsement on the side. It's just, sometimes people can't hear what you're saying because those actions speak way louder. So just that's just a tip, guys. I've never been one to be like, hey guys, watch me ape into this thing with $5,000 or something. It's not what this is about. That's not how you, really clean up DeFi. It does not help. So if you guys do listen to this channel, that's fine. Please take that with what you will. But, maybe just talk about the, positives that you see. Highlight the risks, obviously that's a big thing, but don't do the whole while you're doing that, be jumping into this stuff, because people see that as kind of an endorsement, because you're saying, hey, this is horrible, I'm an idiot, but watch me put money into it because, I'm going to do it anyway, because they see you make money. So then people jump into it and make money, try to make money too. So that's just my suggestion there, guys. Obviously, you want people to KYC, you want people to audit, you want, people to show their faces, but you need to go further than that. You can't be endorsing things with your actions while you're not endorsing with your words. There's a disconnect there. So, if you want to get into this stuff on your own outside of your videos, that's fine, but you're doing two very conflicting things there. Anyway, enough of that. I want to talk about a couple things that kind of really made me think about this. This thing, the first day, it went way up, and then they kept paying people out, but they never took anything out of the contract. That was one thing that I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? Because they have to take money out of the contract to go trade with. So when they didn't do that the first day, when it went over 1 million, and they didn't do anything, I was like, okay, wait, they're either going to run this as a Ponzi or this is going to rug, because why are they not taking money out? Because you have to remove it to be able to make it work for the returns. So yeah, that's one thing that like was kind of shady. Yeah, just the whole thing was too good to be true. Another thing is they had all this stuff like buy and leverage and junk up here that didn't really do anything yet. So yeah, this seems like it was just a copy paste. Obviously, I just left this app up because I know the site's down, so I haven't even touched it, just so I can make this video. Another thing that I did in way past videos is talked about looking at the security certificate. And this is one that I didn't look at until earlier. Connection is secure. We click on valid. But I mean, look at this, the period that this thing is good for. It just, this the certificate was issued on the 5th, and it expires in like 3 months later. A 3-month certificate is very, very short. You want to see something that's like been issued for a year or more. Otherwise, this is it's just a cheap, it's a free certificate that they didn't even have to verify or anything. So that's one thing that you should really watch out for, is where this thing is being, their certificates coming from. So that's one thing to watch out for. That's one thing that I saw that was odd as well. But yeah, those are just some of the red flags that I saw. Obviously, if we go to some moron sent 17 wrapped BNB to the contract, and now it's going to sit in here for eternity. But every once in a while, there's a bot that throws like a little bit of money in here, a little bit of BNB. I think people are just like fighting over that. But anyway, but just another thing really quick. What you want to do is make sure you go into MetaMask, you remove this site from, connecting to that site. But I would say go further than that even. See this, there's this tool, it's called allowance.beefy.finance. This you can revoke or change how much a token, basically how much a contract is authorized to access in your wallet. So this one, obviously the contract, I'll put the contract address in the description below. It starts 0x9639. I can find it down here. This is the one here that we have the limited. Whenever I connect to like BUSD or something, I always put limited. If it's just a junk token or something, I'll leave it unlimited. But if it's like BNB, BUSD, a main token, I always make sure it's limited. So you just you find that address, the authorized spender. You do not want them to be an authorized spender. You want to revoke that. And what you're doing is you're giving permission to the BNB. You can see this edit permission, and you're proposing the limit of 0 BUSD. So this contract has absolutely no permission to spend any more of your BUSD. And you will confirm that. And once that's done, that means that this contract has authorization then to use 0 BUSD from your wallet. That's an important thing you need to do, is make sure and revoke that permission. Anyway, guys, if you like the video, go ahead and give it a like. I do have more news coming very soon on my dapps. I'll be talking about jelly beans and also the new dapp coming very soon. Those videos will be out either this weekend or the beginning of next week. Anyway, yeah, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, like the video if you like it, and we will catch you on the next one.